Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your April 2019 monthly reading. I am Alix Faircrest. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus as well. Obviously, if you watch a lot of these videos, you already know, it's a general reading. It might not resonate with everyone. I do hope it resonates. If not, feel free to check out your Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Let's see what's in store for you in April. Right, I'm so excited. As everyone else, you must be feeling the changes of Uranus, which has moved into Taurus. It might be a little difficult for you because, well, you're an air sign, which is kind of hard when you've got earth sign energy, but let's see what you have. All right, Gemini. Gem, I see nice things happening for you in April. How was your March? This is the first month I'm actually doing readings here, so I don't know how your March went, but it looks like you're going to have a lot to celebrate in April. So if it was bad, there are better times ahead. And if it was good, it's going to continue that pattern, Gem. Let's take a look. All right. So while I keep trying to pull more cards, I am going to start reading. I would hate to bore you. Let's see. So for the first card, you got the Fool, right? And I love the Fool so much. I mean, it sounds like an insult, but the Fool is just the most innocent, vivacious, active, happy character. They don't really know what they're getting into, but they're very excited to get into it. And I think we could all use some of that Fool energy. Because the Fool makes us do things that we wouldn't normally do. And sometimes those things can bring around really good changes. They can bring about very good changes, I mean. And that's a wonderful, wonderful thing. So whatever it is that's on your mind right now, because that's the right thing to be on your mind, go for it. The deck says go for it. And this deck tends to be quite reliable. Because on top, your Fool here is crossed by the Four of Wands. Now, the Four of Wands is a great celebration. It can be a marriage, can be something romantic for those of you who are looking for that. But, I mean, it can be any type of celebration. It can be anything quite positive. I'm going to take these. So it looks like whatever leap of faith you might be taking here with the Fool, it's going to bring positive results. So whatever you're thinking about, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a new job, whatever it is, don't be afraid to just go for it. Was that the other way around? No, don't think so. All right, and let's look at your underlying energy. Ooh, what's up, Jen? Four of Cups. Are you mourning something you might have lost? Maybe not feeling you have enough. Well, I think that April is going to change that for you. As I said, you have the Fool, and I love this one. Look at her. She's just ready to take off. And the cat in there is terrified, but she's not. She's ready. She doesn't care. She'll get out of there. And it was crossed by the Four of Wands. This is such a great celebration. Happiness, triumph, community, family. It could be anything. It could honestly be anything. But it looks really good for you. Whatever leap of faith you're taking here, rest assured it will be positive. It will be very positive. It might be financial. You do have the Page of Pentacles here. Pages usually deliver some sort of message. So it looks like in the past you might have got a little message about your finances. Or if it wasn't about your finances, it could could be about it could be an earth sign that brought you the message. So earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Or it could be someone very young as well. It could just be a child or someone who is infantile, let's say, who has a young spirit. You might have gotten a message from them that caused you to act, that caused you to take this leap of faith, that caused you to act like a Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is wonderful. She's passionate, she's fiery, she's creative, she really stands up for everything she loves. She has no fear. Look at her sitting on a dragon. I actually love the Queen of Wands, especially in this deck. If this is not you, this could potentially be someone who has inspired you, someone who's a bit like a Queen of Wands. It could be someone who's a fire sign in your life. So fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. If you have someone like this in your life who has inspired you, who's made you feel like you could go for it, it's time to thank them, probably. But I'm feeling it might be more you. I mean, it's also tied in with the Four of Wands, right? You've brought about this celebration. You've brought about this success. Well done. All right, and you're ready to continue that action there. The logic is pushing you forward. You're ready to cut through all the murkiness, all the nastiness, and you're ready to really go for it. And it's going to get good results. Here in the future section, you have the sun, right? The sun. I mean, spring has sprung. The sun is out. I mean, not today, actually. I'm quite sad about it. It's a bit grey, but this is one of the best cards you could possibly get in the deck. This is wonderful energy for you. And looking at the fact that it's coming in, I mean, right now, you might be celebrating, or you might still be taking that leap of faith. But in the future, especially in April, it's coming. You have a wonderful energy here. It's really coming. And it looks like, you know, it's about time. It's about bloody time. Very good. All right. Now, you see yourself as the Seven of Swords. This is strange. Have you been a little bit sneaky lately, Gemini? Or, I mean, not sneaky. Please don't take that in a bad way. I mean, maybe this whole project or whatever you're doing has been kept a bit secretive. Maybe for reasons beyond you. Maybe because you were unsure whether to tell people about it. It's possible, but it looks like you're feeling like you've been a bit sneaky or a bit secretive about things. It's not necessarily a bad thing. But I see that maybe if you have been keeping some secrets, people can see you as a little bit protective, withdrawn, maybe a little bit paranoid. I don't mean this in a bad way. I mean to make you aware of what I'm getting here. If you haven't been sharing with people, just keep in mind that they could see you as a little bit distant. It's possible. I mean, a lot of people really find it hard to understand the what is it? I mean, the enigma that is Gemini. You guys are so special in the way you are, because you really have those two sides, those two facets. You are like the twins. You can be very cheerful, very open, you're very diplomatic, but you do hide this volcano inside sometimes. Everything you think, everything you do. And most of the time, people don't notice because you are very, very good at it. But sometimes it can slip through a little and people can pick up a bit of that secretive nature. So just keep in mind that it's well and good to keep things to yourself. You don't have to tell everyone. You don't have to tell anyone. It's your choice. It's completely up to you. But just make sure you don't push people away for it. Because maybe you're not keeping anything big a secret. Maybe you're not even keeping anything at all. But people just get that impression. Just make sure that they don't have the wrong impression of you. It's not right. very good. So this is what I'm feeling. Here you have the Ace of Wands in your hopes or fears section. Because it's such a positive card, I would definitely not say it's your fears. I think it's your hopes, something that will help you. It looks like you're about to make a huge new beginning in creativity or passion, or maybe something to do with work, because the wands, although they are creative, they can have to do with work. And actually it ties in so well to the Queen of Wands here. You have the Ace of Wands, the Queen of Wands. Look at how beautiful they are. They really are gorgeous. Well, it looks to me like by using the energy of the Queen of Wands, you're really going to make a massive new beginning here. It's the time, you know? It's the astrological new year, starting with Aries season. In not too long, it will be your birthday season too, just a couple of months, a month and a half in essence. So, you know, now it's the time to start these things, especially with Uranus moving around. For 7 years, it's going to be in Taurus now after Aries. This is a massive change. It's also the start of the astrological new year, as I keep repeating. I'm sorry, it's annoying. But, Gem, if you kind of failed at a New Year's resolution, or if you didn't want to set any, or if you're feeling like you want to start something new now, but you're not sure it's the time, it's definitely the time. This is the time you do it. Don't waste this opportunity. You have the Fool, the Four of Wands, Queen of Wands. You have the Sun. That's the best card you can get in the deck. I mean, apart from the universe, the world, but the Sun, it has no negative connotation. There's no way you can even fly too high like Icarus and be burnt. It just doesn't happen. The Sun is all about happiness. Look at them, they're dancing, sunflowers, sun. This could not possibly go wrong. I'm not saying your whole life will be perfect, but this project can't go wrong. So make full use of that Ace of Wands. Get as creative as you like. Express yourself as much as you like. Say what's really on your mind. Offer the thing that only you can offer. Really, do that, because it's going to rear wonderful results. Wonderful ones. Right, and in your final outcome, I see the Knight of Pentacles. Now, this could have to do with a financial situation. As I said, I mean, you went from Page in the past to Knight. This is great progress with your finances. Or if you're dealing with an earth sign, it could be great progress made with this earth sign too. One thing about the progress, the Knight of Pentacles is extremely slow. Yeah, this might frustrate you because the air signs, I mean, it's not that you jump into anything without thinking. You do tend to think a lot, but you might not be as slow as the earth signs. They can be very slow. They can think about it a lot. They like slow and steady wins the race. So whatever progress you're making here, it may be slow, but rest assured that that doesn't mean it won't happen. It means it's very steady, extremely steady. So this is wonderful. And whatever it is, then the Knight of Pentacles is the type who is very slow, but it's because he doesn't want to miss a beat. He doesn't want to miss any steps. He doesn't want to get things wrong. He is so careful about his work. Like sometimes the Knight of Wands, he just dives right in and he doesn't care if he, loses an arm or if the dragon eats him. The Knight of Pentacles is very careful. He's always 15 steps ahead. So rest assured that this project is on the right track. The Knight of Pentacles is protecting it. This project or this romance or this startup, whatever you're working on, it's headed in the right direction. Very good. All right, so I'm going to pull some oracle cards now. I have 3 decks, the Romance Angels, the Goddess deck, and the I Ching. So for those of you who are interested, let's start with the Romance Angels. And for those of you who aren't interested in romance, I'm also going to try and apply them to work or other aspects of life. But really, if you can't stand the romance thing, you can definitely sign off. And yes, excuse me with this deck. I don't know why, but I can't get it to resonate with me. Although it could be that I have no romantic value. It could be. So let's see if it resonates with you. I do hope it does. All right, we're going to pull one more. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's strange. You see, I really don't understand this deck. But anyway, I'll tell you what it says. Do excuse me because I'm in Barcelona. My decks are in Spanish, but I will translate for you. This one is get to know each other mutually. As you discover more about one another, your most important secrets, they reinforce the tie that bonds, the bond that joins you. So get to know each other, right? If you're dealing with a romantic interest, get to know each other. Either you'll grow closer, which is what the card says, or potentially you could find out that you're actually not as interested in this person as you'd like to be, as you thought you were. Maybe you had the wrong impression of them. So do get to know them. In another aspect, this could be about your business. Really, really think about what you're doing with your job. Have it very clear in mind. It helps you manifest. Or if you don't believe in manifestation, still, you want to have a clear plan so you know exactly what you're working towards, what you want to achieve, how you're going to get there. So think about that. Very good. What do we have here? Forgiving and learning. By letting go of the past, you can live a lot more love in the present moment. Oh dear. All right, so for those of you who might be just getting out of a relationship, or if something has just ended, forgive and forget and learn. Well, this sounds like a very basic message, in all honesty. But also, if you feel guilty about anything, forgive yourself too. You didn't always do everything wrong. This can be some trouble sometimes. And if it's revisionist, if things have failed in the past, it doesn't mean that you failed. It's just sometimes some things aren't done at the right moment. Sometimes there's not enough opportunity there. It's not always you, So seriously, think about that. Just let go of the past. We're starting such a new cycle. Don't worry about that. That's in the past. All right. And here we have unrequited love. Oh dear. I do hope this isn't for you. I do hope that you don't like someone who doesn't feel the same way. It's a possibility. Say there's not enough chemistry for this relationship to last. It could be for you, in which case I'm very sorry. Put it in the past. Move on, because bigger and better things are coming. Although I'm feeling it's not going to be for you, Gemmy, because you have the Sun here. You have the Ace of Wands. You have the Queen of Wands. The Four of Wands. The Fool. I don't see you getting hurt here. So then be careful, because maybe someone likes you and you don't like them. Yeah, this could bring some trouble. So just be aware, if anyone has been making puppy dog eyes at you, try to let them down gently. Don't hurt them, because, you've got great things coming. You're going to be fine, but they might not be. And if this is you, again, there are good things coming, so just put this out of the way. Don't even think about it. There'll be something much better. That's why you got to get to know the person, right? Very good. All right, and this could be also about maybe you don't love the job you're in. Maybe you have no attraction to that. Maybe it's time for a change. A great new passionate change. A great new creative change. So, go with that. All right, let's see. We're going to move on to the Goddess deck. I find this is great for guidance, also for events that are coming, but it's very good for guidance. Gives you hints and tips. And if you are a guy, Gemini, don't worry, you can still take advice from the goddesses. This is not a girls only thing. A lot of heroes in ancient Greece got heaps of guidance and heaps of help from Greek goddesses. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Alright. Let's see. Can we get any guidance for Gemini, April 2019, please? Looks like the goddesses are shy. Come on. Give them a big hand. Alright. Looks like no. I'm going to start pulling. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Wow, this is strange. Aries also got this one. Alright, Aphrodite. We have Aphrodite, the goddess inside. Awaken the goddess inside you through dancing, through self-care, and through appreciating your divinity. Goodness, all right. If you are a guy, it just means, you know, we all have masculine and feminine energy, and we need both of them, honestly. So there's nothing wrong. I'm not saying, you know, be totally girly either, but appreciate that you are also divine as a guy, you know? Like, and don't be afraid to do things that people can make fun of you about. And if you're a girl, well, then obviously dance, put your cucumber avocado face masks on, and, you know, inspire your divinity. I'm going to try and pull one more. But in the meantime, I'll tell you the next one. We got Bridget. Don't give up, right? It says, defend what you think is right. I love this card. Don't give up. Don't give up. Sometimes it might seem difficult, but really, the cards are smiling on you. Fortune is smiling on you. You had a great reading here. I mean, the Sun, 4 of Wands, 10 of Wands. You are so creatively charged. 1, 2, 3. So even if it gets hard, Jen, even if you had hard moments, don't give up. Don't give up, because it's going to go well in the end. Right, and you have White Terror. This is about sensitivity. This is about sensitivity. You're getting more sensitive every time. Avoid relationships, atmospheres, and situations and chemical products that are harmful or harsh. All right? Maybe you're feeling a lot lately, especially with all of this energy here. You are an air sign, so I'm quite surprised to see all of these wands. It looks like you've gone through a lot of emotional changes. To try to avoid anything that could potentially bring you down. You know, it's okay to be a little bit selfish and to avoid those things. So don't feel bad about it. All right, we're going to do our last oracle deck here. This is the I Ching. Right, if you don't know what I Ching is, I really do recommend you look into it. I Ching is one of the oldest forms of divination. It comes from China. They used to use bones or coins. Now we have handy cards, so we don't have to do all that. The messages are quite poetic, metaphorical, but I find they really do resonate, and they're just beautiful to listen to. So I'll read them to you, and we can analyze them a little more clearly. They don't want to talk either. What's going on, Jem? One, 2, and 3. All right. So I'm going to pull 2 cards. The first is for the present situation, and the second is for the future, how it develops. For the first one, you got 31. Let's see what comes up for the second one. There are 64 possible combinations in the I Ching, so 64 cards. I think one might have flipped. No? Alright, well, I'm just going to pull then. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, 31 and 36. Let's see what we have for 31 and 36. So, the present. Here we have 31. This is, above is a lake and below is a mountain. A lake on the mountaintop, mutual attraction. The mountain is strong and stable, but can be hard or harsh. The lake is a softer force than the mountain, but gains strength from it. Stillness and gentle movement attract and complement each other, their influence enhancing the best in both. This is the best path of wooing, to improve each other through mutual attraction. Right, Jen, it looks like some romance is coming in the present. Good, because I didn't see all that much in your reading, but it looks like, all right, if you are attracted to someone, it looks like you're very complementary, right? You're very good for each other. Maybe opposites attract. Try to get strength from those opposites instead of fighting with them. Right, very good. And let's just take a look at your future. Here we have above earth, below fire. 36. Fire under earth, a time for caution. To survive dark times, one's inner light must be concealed and protected. It does not serve to draw attention to oneself under the present circumstances. The work should be done in secret, and the players should appear compliant. Thus, strength is reserved, and future success is more likely. Wow, Jen. All right. Well, that definitely ties in with what we were talking about before. You might be feeling a little sneaky, but maybe you're doing the right thing with that. Maybe it's time to not reveal your cards. How deliciously appropriate. All right. Don't show your cards, all right? Play your cards close to your chest. Don't give too much away. Someone could try to use it against you. But it looks like they won't succeed anyway, because your reading is very positive, all of it. So, well done. I hope you have a wonderful April, and I am going to leave it there, Gemini. I'll see you next month for your May 2019 reading. Bye-bye.